10, Station for Excellence.
Latest in the world of business. A very beautiful evening to you, and thanks for joining us on NTA Lagos Channel 10 News at 7. I am Fadike Oguntuashi. The federal government has formally reacted to the planned nationwide protest by the Nigerian Labour Congress in solidarity with the trade unions in Nigerian public universities, describing it as not only uncalled for but also unlawful. The Minister of Information and Culture, Lai Mohammed, stated this while briefing journalists on the matter in Abuja. State House correspondent Adam Sambo has the reports.
Congress, the minister emphasized, is not a political party and therefore must be insulated from politics. He said although the Congress has the right to go on strike or embark on street protest if the rights of its members are violated, what the Labour leaders are planning to do in the coming days in solidarity with ASU is all about interest.
Yes, there's dispute between some members of the NLC, ASU, whatever, and the federal government, which is being looked into. And NLC itself is even party to the committee that is looking into this solution. So calling out people on street protest, you begin to wonder what is the motive of NLC in this matter. It's clearly unlawful.
Calling for the interrogation of what the Labour leaders are doing, Alhaji Lai Mohammed maintains that there is no dispute whatsoever between the NLC as a body and the federal government.
The federal government is as worried as NLC and everybody. But the law is the law. What I expect NLC to do as umbrella body is to find solution. They are part of the tripartite agreement that have been negotiating, with federal government on this ASU issue. So why are they now going out to take sides? What you are going to create is more anarchy. And I think the NLC should think twice.
It is a very incongruous situation, I must tell you. Why? NLC is on the table of the discussion. So I will be surprised if he's going ahead with his neck to do a demonstration, knowing fully well that that is not permissible in international labor balance. When interest supersedes the correct reasoning, you get this kind of situation. However, I've called the attention of NLC to that, and I hope that good sense reason will prevail.
The Minister of Aviation, Hadi Sirika, also reacted to similar plans by the labor unions in the aviation sector to shut down the Nigerian airports in solidarity with a strike by ASU.
We should begin to look at civil aviation as a critical national security enterprise. It has all the implications. We should not contemplate or think about an aviation disaster. We should also think about the general activity of the economy of Nigeria without civil aviation. It is okay. This is democracy. You can press for demand, but in pressing for demands, you should be reasonable in doing so.
Civil aviation workers, the minister said, should not be part of the planned protest in view of the huge responsibilities they have on safety of lives and national security. From the State House, Adamu Sambo, NTA News.
The House of Representatives has passed for second reading a bill to amend the Joint Admissions and Matriculation Board Act. During the second reading of the bill, sponsored by Representative Tolulope Shadipe, House members expressed strong disapproval of the current practice where candidates, despite scoring the cut-off mark but unable to obtain admission, are compelled to again sit for the same exams in subsequent years. This practice, House members argued, is unfair. The bill is proposing minimum number of years as valid period for candidates to use JAMB results to apply for admission. The bill has been referred to Committee on Tertiary Education and Services for further legislative action. The decision by the Central Bank of Nigeria to increase the monetary policy rate from 13 to 14% is a measure to manage inflation, but Nigeria needs to do more to address the root cause of inflation, which borders on rising food prices, the valuation of the naira, and high cost of energy. This was part of the quarterly assessment of the economy by the Nigerian Association of Chambers of Commerce, Industry, Mines and Agriculture in Lagos. Musa Toliat completes the reports.
The third quarter assessment of the economy by Nigerian Association of Chamber of Commerce, Industry, Mines and Agriculture took a holistic look at economic challenges, including national output and the growth of the economy by 3.11% in the first quarter of 2022.
As we consider that the national budget is heavily skewed towards the current expenditure that is largely unmet by the estimated government revenue, we counsel all levels of government to consider other sources of funding, such as leveraging public-private partnership for tax credits spread over time.
There were also concerns about external shocks resulting from Russian-Ukrainian conflict, which continues to put immense pressure on the productive capacity of the economy.
Domestic food production is at risk, and there's a dimension of insecurity that is contributing to rising production costs and reduced consumption of goods and services. The security situation in our country demands urgent, serious attention.
Although Nasima commends the federal government on key infrastructural development, the body representing chambers of commerce and industry in the country feels the current levels of debt ratio are unsustainable.
There is need for the federal government to quickly address the increasing insecurity challenges, poor infrastructure, irregular power supply, and the increasing inflation rates, which has remained a threat to business and investments in the country.
Government has actually been advised through our chamber advocacy to actually begin to move away from debt towards equity financing of the economy.
What is causing inflation are those other variables we've mentioned. The issue of the insecurity, where we have to spend more money in securing our businesses. Then the issue of the increase in fuel price, the current reasonable price for diesel. These are the things that have direct impact on production.
Issues around persistent grid collapse resulting in unstable power supply, as well as anticipated progress on the presidential power initiative between Nigeria and Germany, were also raised. In Lagos, Musa Toliat, NTA News.
The Nigerian Television Authority will continue to promote unity of the nation through propagation of its diverse culture. The General Manager, NTA Lagos Channel 10, Segun Oshinowo, emphasized this while playing host to the leadership of an Igbo ethnic group in his office. Jesus Moses reports.
The General Manager, Olusegun Oshinowo, who played host to the Chief Cyril Eze-led Igbo-speaking community in Lagos, emphasized the commitment of NTA as a national television station to continue uniting various ethnic groups of the nation. He assured the Igbos and other ethnic groups in Lagos that the station's door is open to partnership that will promote the nation's diverse culture.
Our primary assignment is to embrace people. We love culture. We love people. NTA is of one house, of one family, and the essence of NTA is to propagate information and to unite the culture of Nigeria. It is in line with this that when they hear that I'm a new GM, they want to partner with us. They say they want to know more about us in NTA. Haven't seen the good job we are doing, so I have no choice than to welcome them.
Chief Cyril Eze had earlier commended the general manager for being a detribalized Nigerian who welcomes people of different cultures. He intimated the general manager with the ongoing plans for the group's forthcoming Yam Festival in the state. He called for a sustained collaboration in beaming their cultural events to the public.
The New Yam Festival we are planning is for all Igbos in Lagos State and our friends and hosts. And we have been doing it for years now. This year's own will not be exceptional. It's that we want to bring it more closer to the people. That's why we want to partner with people like, an organization like Nigerian Television Authority.
The Igbo-speaking leader was accompanied by other members of the Festival Planning Committee in Lagos. Jesuton Moses, NTA News.
NTA Lagos Channel 10 News continues after this time out. Just stay with us.
God! Me, wait, don't they hungry? Everybody knows, say, I be real person. Even for my accent. Now, original. Enjoy my people. As now they see me so, I know they joke with anything where they bring rich flavor, total nutrition, and great taste. Like my checkers custard make 3-in-1. The Totorica, Danda, and rich custard. Can someone get these two out of my face now? Good thing good, I beg. I no go lie. This na custard. Checkers. Na custard be that.
Are you a freelance cameraman or an employed camera operator itching to excel in cinematography and visual storytelling? Or are you a media or corporate organization seeking to train your cameramen to upgrade their skills for top-notch creative performance? Then search no more. NTA 2 Channel 5 is presenting an intensive 3-day camera technique workshop just for you. Today's cameraman must be visually literate, creative and purpose-driven. Come, let's show you the professional way to operate the camera to produce crisp, captivating shots every time. Let's teach you the art of creating pulsating visuals that provoke emotional response each time you handle the camera. It's all about choices, cinematic choices for better, meaningful visual communication. Join us from 13 to 15 September 2022 at NTA 3 Channel 5, Hamadu Belowe, Victoria Island, Lagos. For further inquiries, call Oji on 0805-231-0075 or Wale on 0803-702-2845. NTA 2 Camera Workshop, an experience worth having. It is affordable.
God! Me, wait, don't they hungry? Everybody knows, say, I be real person. Even for my accent. Now, original. Enjoy my people. As now they see me so, I know they joke with anything where they bring rich flavor, total nutrition, and great taste. Like my checkers custard make 3-in-1. The Totorica, Danda, and rich custard. Can someone get these two out of my face now? Good thing good, I beg. I no go lie. This na custard. Checkers. Na custard be that.
Thank you for staying with us. Business News is next with Intami Egbe.
You welcome.